EV Everse 8. This is a great speaker. It's one of my favorite speakers, like little portable. And if you're watching this video, probably you watched some other videos where in the past I was talking about the speaker, or comparing with like other solutions, or trying to find out the settings to get the best out of it. But this time I would like to share with you something bad that happened to me about it. And I think that can be very useful for all the users of this one, but also for all the people that are thinking to have this speaker. Also because I find out that the problem that I had is not so uncommon. Many other users that I know, and also some of you commenting, send me messages here on YouTube, like this problem is not uncommon. So what happened is that, let's go from the beginning. It started everything when I bought it. All okay, all great. I started to using it. After the third, fourth, fifth time that I was using the speaker, I noticed that something was like not probably like the first couple times that I used it. And I was still figuring out how to use that levels, the EQ regulation. So I was not actually sure about it because, you know, you change maybe some levels, some stuff, and you say, it was exactly like that, the way I was using that at the beginning, or not. Maybe the difference is because I'm changing something, you know. Basically what was happening, it was that the battery was lasting much less than in the beginning. And it was lasting around 2 hours and 15, something like that. And I was thinking, but I think to remember that the first couple times that I used the speaker, like with the kind of same volume, so it was kind of quite loud, it lasted more. I mean, I had this kind of memory. And also, you know, when you're still kind of knowing one product, one speaker, one gear, you still don't know in the real life how things are, you know, because there is always from one side what the brands are telling you. Maybe in this case, Electro Voice will say, okay, the length of the battery, like you can play for that hours. But maybe when you really, like in real life, play and use the speaker with some volume, you find out that maybe the real like life of the battery is not that one. So I was thinking, okay, maybe this is the thing, you know. Anyway, I was not sure, suspected that something was not okay, but I continued to use that. I learned more about it, the settings. I slowly kind of set it everything, so it was kind of one setting that I loved, and I stayed with that every time I was playing in the same kind of environment. But suddenly something else happened. And what happened is that during the charging, suddenly the screen was kind of flashing, kind of more light, less light, and randomly more light, less light. And again, I was thinking, is that normal? Is that okay? It don't seem like, it seems like it's not okay. Anyway, okay, let's go on. So yes, I continued to use the speaker, and after some months, at that point I was already sure, like, okay, the battery lasts 2 hours and whatever when I use it like a full volume. But then the third thing happened, and in that moment I said, okay, there is definitely something wrong here. And what happened is that during the charging, I was used to plug it in the evening to have it like ready in the morning, like even if it was just couple 3 hour, whatever it takes to charge. But it was like, okay, in the meantime, during the night it's gonna charge, in the morning I'm ready to go with the speaker charged. Well, One morning I go there, I take my speaker, I just go to take off the plug, and I see in the screen no charging. And with this no charging, there was the symbol of the battery discharge. I mean, like with just a few, like nearly ended, near discharged. So you can imagine that very nice, great surprise was that. Also because that day I had to play and to use the speaker and I needed it charged. Anyway, what was happening was that randomly again the battery was not charged. I mean, you plugged the plug for charging the battery, and was showing kind of no charging. And I tried kind of a couple times to like plug and unplug, and then it was working again, but randomly maybe again it was already not charging. So absolutely okay, now I'm sure that it needs repair. And to be honest, I was a bit, I don't know, when it takes to send it back to shops and use the guarantee, because it was still under guarantee, and send it back to, in this case, to Electro Voice. So it means in this case that I'm in England, it needed to go back to Germany. I'm usually very scared about that because it takes a lot of time, and I had a lot of gigs, concerts, I needed the speaker. But anyway, I said, I cannot go on in this way. Something is wrong, needs to be fixed. So yes, I sent it back. I was right about the little kind of quiet journey for the repair, because it was supposed to be 2 weeks and it was instead more than 1 month, with email and constantly pushing and so news, where is the speaker, did you repair that, and so on. But at the end, eventually I got it back, and with the speaker there was kind of a little paper showing like what they did about the repair. That looked nothing. I mean, basically there was nothing shown there like that there was this problem or that problem. So I was even more worried. I was like, what they did, I mean, or what they didn't. Is the speaker still the same? But luckily the speaker now is okay. It's working. The battery is lasting longer than my teeny tiny 2 hours, and I actually don't know. I didn't reach the end of the battery. I know for sure that it's lasting more than 3 hours and a half, 2 hours and 45. But I don't know if it's 4 hours or even more. I'm talking about kind of full volume. And I didn't have any more that flashing or like not charging problem. So okay, the speaker is okay. I suppose that they did something, even if they didn't say what, I don't know. But I don't care actually. I mean, thank you. I mean, if you don't want to say like anything about that, it's not a problem. It's working now. All this to say, if you noticed some of those problems, maybe just one, maybe just two, maybe you're suspecting, like me at the beginning, that the battery should last more, but I mean, not like half an hour more, kind of 2 hours instead of 4 or 5, or so quite a difference. I invite you to send it back, to make it repaired, especially if you are still in like the first year you have the guarantee. It will take a bit, maybe like me, but you probably gonna have a speaker that actually lasts more than 3 or 4 hours a full volume, and kind of reliable and everything, like kind of a speaker that is okay. Okay, hope that this can be useful, and see you next time.